All right, I hope everyone had a wonderful day today. We had a decent day. It was cold this morning and we had some clouds this morning, but we did tap into quite a bit of sunshine through the afternoon. Right now, it's on the colder side of things. We look courtesy of our WTOK tower cam over the city of Meridian. It's 37 degrees, but it feels like it's 37 because the winds are calm. As far as elsewhere, right now, it's 35 in Butler. We have 39 for Philadelphia, and we're looking at 39 also in Newton. And again, the winds are light area-wide, so that's not a big deal in terms of it feeling much colder. But as we look at our first alert radar, all quiet, but you may notice some little shadowy grayish coloring there. That is affiliated with some clouds that are trying to stream in. This is a broader view. So with those clouds coming in, even though we're already in the 30s, temperatures will start to slow down in terms of cooling off. So it's going to be a cold night, but we're expecting the temperatures to stay above freezing because of the clouds that are working towards our area. As we go farther north, though, very unsettled across places like the northern plains and the Midwest. As you see, there are lots of alerts in place as well, anywhere from high wind alerts to winter weather alerts. But for us, that same system off to our north is going to be bringing us a cold front as far as heading into tomorrow, and ahead of it we're going to have a south wind, so that's why we're expecting our first round of 60s for the month, as we haven't had 60s all month in December as far as Meridian. But again, that south wind will give us a little brief warm up, but the cold front that's coming towards us, it won't bring us much rain. It's going to cross our area as a dry front, so we're not going to see all the active weather that our friends to the north will see. But as the front crosses on Wednesday afternoon, it will bring us some gusty winds. So hopefully you've already secured anything loose outside in your property, because things will blow around tomorrow if they're not secured. Here's Wednesday morning. As far as wind gusts, not too bad, but by the afternoon, we're expecting the winds to gust anywhere from, let's say, 20 to 30 miles per hour. It could be rather gusty as we head towards midday and early afternoon tomorrow. So just make sure you're prepared for that. You're definitely going to have to hold on to your hats a bit. But aside from that, the winds will shift to the north and west behind the front tomorrow. So we're going to see a little bit of a roller coaster with our temperatures, but not too bad. So for tomorrow with the south wind, we're expecting temperatures to get a little above the average. We're going to go with low to mid 60s. Again, the first time for this month. And then by Thursday, temperatures go down a little bit once we get behind the cold front. But then we're going to have a south wind return for Friday into the weekend out ahead of our next rainmaker. So 60s will return as we wrap up the work week heading into the weekend. But again, we'll have more moisture with that south wind coming in. So we do have rain chances this weekend. Not a washout, but it looks like we could have some scattered showers for Saturday late afternoon, evening, and then overnight heading into Sunday morning. That's when the next front will cross, and behind that front it is going to be cooler next week, which you'll see coming up here in just a bit with that 10-day forecast at 10. But as far as tonight, it's going to be cold. We'll keep it with the widespread 30s, and then as we head into our Wednesday, our hump day, back to the 60s finally. Meridian hasn't had 60s since November 27th, so it's been a while. But it's going to be a decent day for your Wednesday. Again, mild, gusty. Here's a 10-day forecast at 10. But then overall cooling down for Thursday, more 60s leading into the weekend. And then next week behind Sunday morning's cold front, notice the string of 50s for highs. So cooler next week. So enjoy the little brief warm-ups that we'll see this week.
Yeah.